The fitness journey, my motivation, all comes from to silence all those critics and one day hear from the same people that your son actually looks healthy and looks really good. And I want to make my parents happy with that comment. Gymming is a sort of journey that we all once dreamt of starting, or at least started off at least once in our life. Some of us drifted away, just totally gave up and started binge drinking junk food or soft drinks and stuff like that. This is my story. Since my younger days, I was a really skinny kid, and my mom and dad actually fed me all the healthy sort of foods, like nuts, juices, and everything you could ever think of. But I was still very skinny, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. They actually even took me to the doctor. The doctor did a bit of a checkup on me, and he found out that I was perfectly fine. My body weight, everything was absolutely fine. The doctor told my parents that your kid is absolutely fine. He's neither overweight or lightweight. Just keep on feeding him the good stuff. But surprisingly, and I'm not afraid to say this today, that the Indian community actually kept on taunting my dad that your kid is very unhealthy and you need to feed him really well, which came to a point I felt really, really sad and nothing I could do of. My very first gym membership came up at Fit and Fast, Gunghalin. I went into the gym and actually just started working out. Thought it would be easy and thought results would come out. But unfortunately, it didn't feel the same way. I hired a couple of PTs, but never found the same happiness. Maybe during that time, I felt desperate to find some results. But also during that time, my lifestyle was absolutely not on, was into too much of the nightlife, had a couple of breakups, didn't go along the way, my mood was not right. But these days, I find those sort of excuses as just mere excuses. Maybe I didn't put enough effort, maybe I should have just chucked them away. Fast forward to 2017, my brother bought a house at Amaru, and I was keen to join a new gym. And I found out Anytime Fitness Gunghalin in the July 2017. To be honest, there was a bit of a history with Anytime Fitness Gunghalin. I actually joined them in 2015 for like 2 to 3 months, but due to unforeseen circumstances, I had to leave that gym. And when I came back in 2017, Steve and Andy, the bosses during that time, and Steve is still one of the bosses here today, they happily accepted me without charging me anything extra. Well, I did, started working out over here. The best thing that I found in Anytime Fitness Gunghalin is that I felt like I was at home. I felt like I was actually gaining something. So I saw some YouTube videos and whatever knowledge I had from Fit and Fast Gunghalin, I tried to incorporate that and started working out. But as I went on and saw more YouTube videos, did a few more research and learned about sets and reps, I really couldn't understand those terminologies. And during that time, I felt like it's not helping me, simple as it gets.
I think it's hard for us to take much credit, if any. I think, like I was saying before, we just try and create the best environment we can, but at the end of the day, you're the one that puts in the hard work day in, day out. So I think if we can make the environment something that you want to come back to more and more, then that's obviously going to help with your training and everyone's training as well. And I think that really the only difference between people that succeed at the gym and those who maybe don't get the results they want is consistency. I think the enjoyment of coming back more and more, and I think because you were seeing good results from your training, that was bringing you back on a regular occasion in which then you continue to see results.
I guess the thing being my progression towards my goal is being very consistent to trainings, simple as it gets.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. And then where to from here for you with your training?
just keep running in the journey, you know. Like I remember you kind of like pushed me into the 12-week challenge, and that was kind of a blessing in disguise.
So I went up to Steve nearly a month after that and told him that, hey mate, I'm not seeing any results and I want to hire a PT and who is good and will give me results. Introduced me to Aaron, and from that day onwards, me and Aaron became really good friends.
I still remember when he first walked in, he comes up to me and goes, "Oh, I saw you achieve that 100 kilo deadlift with Vanessa, one of this girl I was training at the moment." He goes, "I want to do that." And I was like, "Okay, let's figure out where you're at first, and we'll go from there." And I found out a bit about his history of fit and fast and what he was doing, all that type of thing. And then, you know, he's saying, "I want to really build size on," and yeah, we went out and just had a look at what he was doing, all that type of thing. And then, yeah, we just basically needed to set some foundations down packed and, you know, everything like that, which, you know, at the time he wasn't happy about because he wanted to just, you know, jump into a 100 kilo deadlift. But so we had to slow everything down. But yeah, he definitely got there. It's just about mainly activating the correct muscles, everything like that. So, you know, he dropped a bit of weight, like in his strength, but it definitely skyrocketed back up, which was good.
My gym goal was to increase my lean muscle and have a lean body physique. I never wanted to be a bodybuilder, have a massive body size. On Christmas 2017, I didn't head off to the coast. My yearly visit to the coast didn't happen. And I came to the gym and worked out. And I challenged myself for a deadlift. At that particular day, I actually had my very first social media post of me doing a 90 kg deadlift. That was my happiest moment in my life and probably tagged every person around Anytime Gunghalin, and I was ecstatic.
This is unreal. Like, if you remember 2017, Anytime Fitness Gunghalin, I barely lifted 50 kilos of deadlift. And these days I'm lifting 135 to 140 trap bar deadlifts. It's something unreal, and it wouldn't have been possible without a guy like Aaron who is very friendly to the staff itself, and I hope he inspires more people. And
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I still never forget it. I think it was 4 weeks in. He goes, "That's it, Aaron. I'm done. We're you know, I'm not going to train all that time." And we go, "Hang on, what's going on?" I go, "We've just started." And he goes, "No, I'm not seeing progression. It's, you know, it's just not working out for me." I go, "Well, can you at least wait till assessment and I'll show you what you've actually achieved?" Because, you know, you see yourself every day, you don't actually notice the changes until you kind of push yourself. And then we went to the leg press, which our first assessment was on. I go, you know, and I'm pretty sure he increased by 40 kilos in his strength. And he goes, "Yeah, okay, it is working."
In January 2018, Aaron took my body measurements, and we found out that every part of my body increased from 3 to 6 centimeters within 6 months. I was absolutely ecstatic. Now we are in year 2019, and during these 2 years, I've learned a lot about the gym lifestyle or just the fitness lifestyle. Diet plays a key role. Back in the day, I used to eat a lot of junk foods and stuff like that, but these days my major diet change was to avoid junk food. The reason why I joined gym and become fit was to shut up the critics. Personally, I reckon you shouldn't be commenting on someone's appearance, whether you're fat or slim or skinny, because you don't know actually what that person is going through, maybe through some illness, and you're actually hurting him. And I've met lots of people throughout my life during my workout or even outside that they're trying to avoid coming to the gym because they feel like they are too skinny or too fat. But I always keep on telling them, if you let your present become a barrier, you will always keep on dreaming about your future. That's what I personally reckon. That's what me motivated to be what I am today. Gymming not only helped with me, my body structure, it helped my mental confidence. From the period of 2016 to mid 2018, at one point of my life, during that point of my life, I had my master's degree, my cricket training, cricket days, and my 20-year work. That all became too easy for me, just really two things: my increased confidence from gym and my time management. I am very blessed to do all these things which some people can't really afford around the world. Some people can't even afford to have a plate of food, can't afford to have food, and rather than affording a gym membership, which is too expensive for them. I am happy at this point where I'm at. I would like to thank Anytime Fitness Gunghalin for giving me such a friendly environment. The staff, my PT Aaron, those guys play a really key role in keeping me consistently coming to the gym, along with all the other things, and my life worries were kept apart. Gymming shouldn't be seen as an expense. It should be seen as an investment in our body. I would like my gym journey to continue and hopefully motivate more people to join me and become healthy in their own lives.